everybody, and welcome to Two Mics, One Mic, the podcast where two mics talk on a mic about life. I'm one of the mics, Michael Joseph Kunzelmagno Jr., and with me is the other mic, Michael Anthony Zarzana.
What's up, guys? This is MAZ, and this is MJC, and this is the place to be to talk about everything. Nailed it!
Nailed it! Oh, it's been a while. We've had like an HBO hiatus, like forever. The last show was in August, so we're technically calling this Season 2. This is Season 2, Episode 1, but it's not just Season 2 in name only. It's Season 2 in format as well.
Yes.
Me and Mike have discussed the nature of the show, and we did a fun 13 episodes, which for a Season 1 is Buffy length, a Buffy length of episodes.
Yes.
If you remember Season 1 of Buffy.
Yes.
We're going way back
half
now.
Season. It was a half season.
Half season. So we opened up with a half season.
Yeah.
And now that we're in Season 2, we're a little older, we're a little more bearded, we're a little more mature, a little heavier. For those that watch it on the YouTubes.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely heavier. We just actually, because I didn't remember the last episode. So he goes, "You don't remember the last episode?" I go, "No." And he pulled it up, and I lost a lot of weight for my wedding. Not just my wedding, but I was getting fat. So
speaking of which, congratulations.
Yeah, I got married in September.
Michael is married, man.
Yes, which feels forever ago already. It's only February. And
things not good?
Just life goes by really fast.
Because they say, when you're having fun, fast, things go fast.
No.
And you said it feels like it's forever.
Yeah, forever ago.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be dead in about a week because I feel like I'm going to be 90. Like, time is, they really, when I was younger, people would say, wait till you hit 30, everything goes by real fast.
Yes.
And it really is starting to go by fast. Like, I have to grab onto something every once in a while because I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to hit my 60th birthday next week.
Hit 30. I'm wearing the shirt that we have just celebrated.
Yes.
My 40th
he just turned
birthday.
40.
My beautiful wife made me this shirt because I'm showing the YouTubers. It's got my invitation on it. Big Spider-Man fan. It's got the big 40 on the back so everybody knows.
We know.
But yeah, so big life changes. You can tell by my beard. My beard is 60. It doesn't realize that I'm a 40-year-old man.
Your beard is white.
No, it's white. It's white. And this is what we're talking about. The change in our appearance since the last time we did the show. It's quite a shock. So if you guys don't look at yourself for half a year, I'm sure you notice a difference as well.
Oh yeah. It's frightening.
Yeah, the mirrors in the house aren't working.
Even though in that episode I was much tanner as well.
Yeah. Well, it's the summer. It was August.
So I feel like we all get thinner looking when we tan.
That's why the black guys have.
What about this beard? What do you think? I feel like my monster beard is mint. I'm just gonna keep growing it.
Honestly, it looks better. I think you've trimmed it since the last time I saw you.
No, it just finally
it's settled in.
It's settled in
because it was looking a little man of the wild. And it wasn't looking like
it takes time.
It wasn't looking like a good beard. Now that's a shapely good beard.
My beard game got strong.
Yeah.
And it's funny how many people come up to me. Everybody's got to make a comment. Like I asked them, who likes the beard, who doesn't like the beard. But now it's the funny thing is, well, does your wife like it? Like now it has to be my wife has to like it. And goes, why would I do it? It's like because I'm a puppet. And actually, my wife does like it. She doesn't want me to buzz it. I go, but if it gets a little crazy, I don't know. It might get buzzed. We'll see how it feels in the summer. Somebody says it could wind up smelling. In the summer?
Oh yeah,
it's not an armpit. My face isn't an armpit.
No, I'm only growing the beard for practical reasons. I do this every once in a while, as you know. I never really let it get this thick, but I've been working outside, particularly this winter, and it's actually helped me with some of the windburn. So this is all boring.
Even your neck hair is white.
Yeah, no, I got white.
You could trim like right here. You could trim that.
But I was getting white hair on I was getting my Mr. Fantastic whites at 19, so I knew I had white in me. So I really don't mind.
We all have white in us.
I know. So only the lucky ladies. Ooh. Anyway. All right, going back. Knowing that we can get off track, we decided to format the show, which is the beginning of what I started talking about before we got off track. But we're chopping up the show into segments. We're still going to be an hour. We're still going to try to plan to get 2 of these out a month. But basically, our first 10 minutes or so is going to be this.
About us.
It's going to be about
the people you're listening to. You want to hear about us because, maybe you relate to us. If you don't, then...
And we're also going to warm you up. But this is the warm-up segment. This is the lion face, lemon face segment of the show. We're going to warm you up about what we're going to talk about this week.
This whole episode is a warm-up because it's been a while.
It's not a reboot. It's not a rejigger. This
is episode 0.
A reimagining of season 2. It's
season 2, episode 0.
So after we catch up and we let you guys in on what's going on, we'll go into our next segment, which we're calling Pop Culture News, and that'll be a 15-minute segment where we talk about all the stuff that has been happening in pop culture, whether it be through the internet, through the trade magazines, through comics, through movies.
Don't forget to tell them about we're setting up a GoFundMe.
We are?
Yes. So we can make money while we're doing this. I'm not going to buy anything with it for the show.
Mike is setting up a GoFundMe because his marriage.
No,
he needs to buy a house in
so
Jersey.
you have kids and a house. You need to get.
Oh, dude, I need money. I have a leak in my roof, which we just found today. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's like a $5,000 attack.
This is where I kind of happy I don't have a house right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a townhouse.
And let me tell you something. I think this week was the bad idea to put the down payment on the Disney trip in August, because it's like as soon as you make a commitment to big money, a big money item always pops up that you weren't expecting. Always.
Did you call somebody to come in?
Not yet. I just found it this morning. I literally just found it this morning because it's raining.
You could always just when you call me, you could always say, "Listen, I need a patch job. I can't do the whole roof." You can always do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a patch job till the taxes come in. To be honest,
that tax money.
Yeah.
Here comes that tax. I get no tax money.
I claim zero, so it's almost like I put it in a bank, so I know what's coming back.
I claim zero, and yet I still owe. I have nothing to claim.
Yeah, but now you're claiming as a married person.
Doesn't help.
Only for a couple months now.
Right. Doesn't help.
Doesn't
There's
help.
still nothing to claim. You get like nothing. It's nothing. You don't get nothing until you have kids in the house. You really don't get shit.
But what about your write-offs?
What write-offs?
You have work. You need work clothes.
It's really shit.
Yeah.
You really need the big write-off. First of all, they take so much fucking money out of my check. How dare you ask me for more money at the end of the year? How dare you know what it is? Really, the big thing is I do have like 4 W-2 forms because I work hard for the money. But it's fucking, it's kind of dickish. You make all these money, these fucking companies, Warner Brothers, and those. You send the checks, the residuals all the time. You know where I live. Yeah. Take out the fucking New York State tax.
Yeah.
Like, you know where I live. Oh, well, we're not based there, so we don't have to worry about it. What does that even mean?
Your SAG checks.
Your screen access stuff. It's so annoying. But it's not even that. This year, my my checks weren't huge. I think I made like $6,000.
Yeah.
That's,
residuals.
Before taxes.
Residuals, yeah.
But it's like they nailed me. Like it ones of me owing me, just from now like $800.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, and this to get on. So we're going. This is the catch up segment as we talk about. We're catching up. Thanks for bringing the show down. Anyway,
it's serious. I want to let you know about that.
Pop culture news. Then we're going to go into a review segment where we're not necessarily going to review the newest thing that's out. We're just going to review a movie or television show or comic book or whatever. Then we're going to go into our weekly top 3. Everybody does top 5, and the way we talk and get off track, we figured 3 is good to keep us honest.
We're not going to get to.
If we did top 5, we'd be here for 3 hours.
We're not even going to get to the top.
We might not even. We may
15 minutes. We need 15 minutes of 3.
And then we'll close out the show nicely for you guys. So that's gonna be season 2 of 2 Mics 1 Mic. It's gonna be a lot of us in segments that we've chopped up, but it's still basically the same show. It's what we were doing.
Well, we're going to try to bring in that cool, fun stuff. We're going to try to do a review, go to a movie. We're going to try to, get guests. We're going to do all that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's going to be those special breaks, like when we did the Bachelor Party show. There'll be things that we want to try and experiment with every once in a while.
If you ever say it correctly in my presence, I will quit the phone.
What are you talking about? I say what correctly? That's how I say experiment.
Now you said it. Before you did, we're going to look it back. You went experiment and looked at me like you controlled it.
I control everything.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't control the color of your hair on your face.
Ooh, I wish I... Well,
I do.
The fact that I still have hair is okay.
I got it.
Yeah, Mike's got a lot of hair now.
We've had that conversation a bunch of times.
And now these people can actually go back and see the tape.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody's thinking about actually doing some cosmetic surgery, go back to episode 1 on the YouTubes and go back to episode 1 of season 2 on the YouTubes.
Yep.
And that'll be the proof is in the pudding. It can happen to you.
I still wear hats.
You just need that residual check money to pay for it.
I didn't have any residual check money. I fucking financed it anyway.
Yeah. That's all right.
Okay.
So I have to finance a roof. Mike has to finance his hair. So he's got the roof of his head.
I'm done with that.
You're done, though?
Yeah.
So even if it goes thin and out.
It's probably about as much as it costs you to get a roof.
Yeah, that's true.
This is my roof. Anyway, okay, my head. I pointed to my head.
All right, but now we're going on to the next segment of the show, which is going to be our pop culture news segment. I'm getting a little feedback. I don't know if it's from this. All right, we're going to the pop culture segment of the news, and where do you want to start?
Well, the other day they posted as a teaser.
Yes,
but they showed Chris Pratt, Robert Downey Jr., and Tom Holland on the set of Avengers: Infinity Wars. Which was cool. I really got geeked out when I saw it. And they played the fucking... I was geeked out for that, but then they just showed a little bit of concept art, which showed
Thanos.
Rocket
with
the gun and Thor behind him with the hammer, and they played the Avengers music, which is the best music. Ding, ding, ding.
I saw that right before. I saw that right before I went to bed last night. And it was the greatest good night treat I've ever had. I scrolled through the Facebook, and actually I've been promising myself I wouldn't be doing the phone thing at night because it's supposed to fuck with your brain. But I scrolled through the Facebook, and I said, "What is this?" And I showed April, and she was excited about it as well. But what I really enjoyed was the sleeveless Thanos.
Oh, him chilling?
I love seeing Thanos just like jacked.
Well, he said
he looks like that army guy that made that video. Like, he's jacked.
No, they were saying that they would almost say that Thanos is the main character in this movie,
which would make sense.
They said they don't just want to make him. Oh, here he comes, big bad. They want to show you him and what it makes him think and why.
Well, they got 2 movies to do this. If they're doing if that'd be awesome. Have a villain-centered movie that then leads into the confrontation because we already know who these heroes are.
Yeah,
they all had their own stories. So it would be awesome, and that's been
because they have to do the villain good because they've only had one good villain.
That's what I'm saying.
They can't fuck this up.
That's the thing that has always been the underlying hurt of these movies. Wow, my vocabulary is shot.
It's the Achilles heel of the Marvel universe. The villain
is the villain. So if you set up a villain in his own movie and give him real gravitas, it's amazing. Then you can really set up all the chess pieces and go episode 2.
He's totally gonna
knock them all down.
Kill them all. First episode.
I'm waiting.
I don't think he's gonna snap.
All I want.
I don't think he's gonna snap.
Oh,
I think
when I was a kid,
dramatically.
Well, that's half goes like this. When I was a kid, that moment, there was 2 moments in books that really shook me when I was a young lad. The first appearance of Venom, when the black costume the smile pops up.
Open, yeah.
I visually saw that, even though there's still images in my head, that animated to me and was chilling. I remember being actually scared of that. And Thanos' snap was such an awesome moment as a kid. It was like a defining moment in comics for me as a kid that I've just been dying to see that on screen. And I hope it happens. If it doesn't, I'm sure the movie will still be great and get the thumbs up. But I'm waiting.
It's a big test.
Yeah.
It's a big test.
I mean,
it's a big fucking movie.
I mean, if you want to do this and get rid of some heroes, which would be shocking, but also, there's a lot of side characters. Have Pepper Potts cameo just, slowly disappear from the snap.
Yeah, I guess.
Or Happy. Even Jon Favreau, who started the Marvel Universe with Iron Man. Have him disappear with the snap. And then, have some Tony really into it because of that, But he's going to rip Vision's head out first before he snaps the fingers.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to get that.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you. They can do without Vision. Well, he's really just there.
They're about to do without Vision.
Yeah, they should, though. Because, no, in all honesty, he really is...
You started out with him, fondling Scarlet Witch's boobies and making out with him, and then Thanos, comes in, punches him.
I mean in general. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Well, they had that little...
Yeah, but no. They just... He's there, and it's like, okay, he's there because he has a stone in his head, and that's why he's there. He has no...
He's also there because Vision is a big part of the Avengers universe.
In the comics, in this, he just seems like he's not. He's just there. He really...
I thought they did a good job with him in Civil War. I mean, yeah, in Age of Ultron, he kind of was like, all right, born, grabs the hammer, cool moment. But then I thought they really added something to him in Civil War, with him talking to Scarlet Witch, and him being on Iron Man's side, but also him kind of, he's still a new person. Kind of seeing both sides kind of thing.
I feel like there's so many characters that a character like him is such a drive that it could be easily lost in the shuffle.
Well, I mean, that...
say they killed him right in the beginning, so what?
All right.
Next.
I don't think they're going to do that. I think Thanos still has to get to Earth, which, the Guardians... Something has to happen
with the Guardians. The Guardians are going to fight the Avengers, which is going to be
Something's got to happen in space, where the Guardians have to come to Earth to warn them about this guy.
Thanos is coming.
Yeah. So he's not going to kill Vision right away, because Vision is on Earth. I think that's more of the end of the movie. It's more of finishing the gauntlet and snapping the fingers is the end of part 1.
We're missing one stone, though, aren't we?
The Soul Gem. Are we missing it? There's a movie coming out before.
I'm saying that would be in Thor Ragnarok.
The Soul Gem. There's Thor Ragnarok, there's Guardians 2, and there's Spider-Man Homecoming, which shouldn't
definitely have no stones.
Shouldn't have no stones in it. No.
There are no stones for you.
There'll be gallstones. There'll be kidney stones. The Vulture will be passing them. That's the only stones that'll be in there.
I'm really hoping for big things for that movie.
Keaton, I'm there. That's it. I'm going to be there for the Founder as well. It's a Keaton movie. I mean, and it's McDonald's. As you can tell, me and Mike have enjoyed the McDonald's from time to time.
I haven't really eaten that stuff.
No, I mean, they come out with a smaller Big Mac now. So.
I want to try the bigger Big Mac, honestly.
The next size. See, I'm trying to downsize my life. Mike's trying to upsize that.
You always got to upsize. You don't go downsize.
You upsize the life.
Why? Always got downsize. It's bullshit. Anyway,
but there was other Marvel news as well. They dropped the thing that was giving me my paycheck the last time we were on the show was the Iron Fist
trailer. Yes.
Was they dropped the Iron Fist trailer, which comes out in March, and it's been so long since we shot Iron Fist, I actually forgot. Like, and it was actually like almost like a high school reunion watching the trailer. I kept seeing like the scenery that I had a hand in doing come and go, and it was like, oh yeah, that's what we did.
I can't wait for these shows to come out so that we can discuss things
like the behind the scenes shit.
Yeah, because it's some funny shit, which we would have our own personal stuff, but Mike was recapping what the show was going to be for so long that we never got to doing that.
But no, if you want a little behind the scenes things, I'm on Defenders right now, which has all 4 characters, and the way TV shows work, if you're a main character on your call sheet, you're number 1. And what they did for Defenders is they are all number 1, but they're not really, because there's 1A, which is Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock. There's 1B, which is Kristen Ritter, Jessica Jones. There's 1C.
Oh, she got 2?
Yeah. Well, she got 2 because the show came out.
She was fighting for 1.
And Mike Coulter is 1C, who's Luke Cage, and Finn Jones is 1D, which is Iron Fist. And Jessica, if you've listened to the show, you know I have talked about Kristen in not such glowing terms, in terms of her crew behavior. But when she is now sharing the number 1 spot, she is a much better actress in terms of crew relationships. She's on time. She's there. She's not waiting in a trailer. She doesn't disappear in between takes.
Does she know they might just kill her off if she accidentally?
Well, they do have Jessica Jones season 2 coming out. They do have Luke Cage season 2. My boss doesn't actually want to do Jessica Jones season 2 because of that. But I may go to Luke Cage season 2, which will start in like June. Hopefully, we'll see. Now, because we have 3 Marvel shows coming up before this, I don't know where I'm going to land. Even if I'm going to land on a Marvel show, it all depends on what happens. But Punisher's wrapping up now as Defenders wrapping up. But we're
excited about Punisher.
Yeah, here's the thing that happened while we were shooting Defenders. We're sitting there. It's got all 4 actors on the set. Charlie never leaves set, even during lunch. So he kind of sets the tone for everybody to be on their best behavior.
Nice.
Because he's 1A. So I think when they're all together, they're all kind of competing to be like, oh, I'm a good person, kind of thing. So
but he just is.
But he just is. He just is. He's great. And Mike is great too. So they're just, Finn's good too, but he's a millennial. He's always on his cell phone.
How old is he?
He's a young guy. He's always on his cell phone. He's always
younger
that.
than us,
But he's a nice guy. But basically, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, you hear Kristen in the background going, "Oh my God!"
It's Jessica Jones.
"Oh my God! Oh my God!" And everybody's like looking because she's a little showy. She's an actress, and all of a sudden, you see her start having conversations with every crew member. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching. I'm going, what the hell's going on?
And she's never talked to Mike directly.
No, even though we've met and I've been on the prop team and I've been on the set dressing team, so I've had to interact with her. But in terms of like conversations with her, she's not really a big conversationalist.
She's not a people person.
No, crew person. But all of a sudden now she's the nicest person in the room. And she comes up and I guess it's my turn. I'm sitting there with some of my coworkers and she goes, "Oh my God, guys! Somebody sent me a dick pic."
Somebody sent Jessica Jones a dick pic.
Somebody randomly sent Jessica Jones a dick pic.
Is this her personal cell phone?
This is her personal cell phone.
Some random guy.
Random person sent her.
Right.
But she told she announced it to everybody, and then she went and had individual conversations with everybody about this dick pic. And it was just like one of those things that was like very, very weird.
That seems to me like
very
getting ahead of a story before it like. Oh, who could do this? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. Like, it's your personal phone. I'm sure people can get your number, but to send you a dick pic. Now, I want to know, this is beyond.
Which then led to the boys sharing, like, memes of, like, guys, like, funny dick pics. Yes, which led to Charlie and Mike going, oh, look at this gross thing. Look at this gross. So, which, like, we sent that one picture in our fantasy football league. It was kind of like that thing. That happened.
I don't know, but you got to tell me the truth, though.
Yeah.
Did you go to the bathroom and send the dick pic?
No, I didn't send
the dick pic. Did you send the dick pic?
No. You think the gray on my beard is attractive? Oh. Yes. This is what happens when you get older people.
He sent a gray dick pic.
No, I didn't send no gray.
It's Graywood.
Yeah.
That's from Graywood. That's
I would have said that to Finn. It's a Game of Thrones thing.
Oh, man.
All right, but this is us getting off track, so more pop culture news.
That is pop culture news. Jessica Jones got a dick pic.
Yeah. In the Iron Fist trailer, I'm glad the way it came out. They did a lot. The stunt team was amazing. If you're into the Chinese stunt, the Chinese stunt teams, the wire work guys, very karate heavy, very like long takes of like good fight scenes. I'm glad that I got to see that work come
Yeah.
through, because when you look at it in person, it's amazing. But I was always interested to see how they were going to use the camera angles and how they were going to cut it together. And I'm really happy with what I saw. Iron Fist, even before I was working with the Marvel, when I heard they were doing this, that was the show of the individuals I was really looking forward to. I know you really don't care about Iron Fist, but I feel like
I haven't seen any picture of a costume yet.
I can't say anything.
And he won't let me. He won't tell me.
I can't say anything. That's part of my NDA. If I say, we will have this conversation on March 17th. Let's put it that way. We will talk.
He don't give me shit. He's my friend. He don't give me shit.
No, I can't. You know,
like he's like, oh, they're all here. Oh, that's cool. Take a picture. No, I can't.
They can't.
And then, like 2 minutes later, there's like 17 pictures I'm saying together everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not me. It can't come from me. And I do take pictures on set for a job, for continuity sake.
Yeah,
I'm a set dresser. But I don't show, as you could say, I don't show you the pictures, and I can't put them anywhere. But I can after the show is released. I have a cool picture. There's a last shot in that trailer, and this is I'll talk about it now because I built the set. And they put it in the trailer. There's a last shot in the trailer where he punches the ground and the glass explodes.
We've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it. So it's
I was part of the team that put the After Effects together and that set together.
That's cool.
So I actually have a picture of myself in the crater that we made. As if I punched the floor.
I saw that picture.
So
yeah, I saw that picture.
I showed you because the trailer came out.
Yeah.
So I will.
Well, that it's a fucking. You have no idea what it is.
Yeah. So on March 17th, I'm going to post that picture onto our webpage because it's now the show's over. I'm a set dresser. It's funny. It's I was there. Because I have, it's so funny when Luke Cage...
It's so funny that we just went off the pop culture thing and talking about your job for the last 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. And honestly, all right,
You're worse than I am. You're actually worse.
It's been a while. We hit Avengers and we hit Iron Fist news. What other pop culture news was there?
There's plenty of pop culture.
I mean, since August.
Hello? Since August?
Yeah.
So much. Like, it's old news, but I don't care because I'm super pumped by it. One, they announced, the name of the next Godzilla movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters, which is just cool.
King Skull Island's still not out yet. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I'm going to go see that 152%.
Yeah.
They all tie into, they're going to fight each other in 2020. But right now, he's still too small.
God bless the Marvel Universe. I mean, they've created these interconnected universes we've always talked about as kids. I mean, I guess Alien vs. Predator tried to start it,
well,
but it was
technically, as I said, it was a funny meme that somebody posted. And now, you don't think of it this way, but the first real cinematic universe where characters, creations, interact in individual movies and separate movies would be the Godzilla universe.
You're right.
Rodan, Mothra, all of them had their own shtick. Then they brought them together. Then they gave them separate break-offs. Then they came back together. So, honestly...
Thank the God of Zilla.
Pretty pumped.
All right, so quick, 3 minute quick pop culture news, quick shots.
I am Pacific Rim 2, excited about.
Oh, really? I didn't even see anything about that.
Yeah, they posted some of the upgraded Jaegers.
I have a confession to make. I've never actually seen Pacific Rim. I've only seen it in segments. I've caught it here and there.
It's a live action animation.
Yeah,
and that's what it is.
I've enjoyed the 10-minute segments I've seen.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's like here we go, monsters, robots fight. They're really the subplot is sub.
Yeah,
and nobody cares. So that's pretty awesome. What else? It's
Spider-Man Homecoming trailer.
Yeah, that came out.
Yeah, everybody loves it. What are you say? Tom Holland, they did it right. I feel like they finally got a Peter Parker that I'm totally on board with.
Yeah, he looks like he already aged.
I've always had from Civil War.
What the fuck, dude? That's why they hired this younger kid. He's like, because he's gonna age, but you hope he didn't age the wrong kid when he shoots up to 6'4" out of nowhere.
Yeah,
because he looked like he was tall.
Yeah,
taller than he was.
Oh,
shit, giant Spider-Man. We're fucking got to cast you.
No, Tom Cruise, they always make Tom Cruise look tall. He's 5'7". They could do things like that. I mean, come on. They'll put Downey Jr. on stilts. He'll be all right.
He'll never know. He's not that short of a guy anyway. What other pop culture? What else?
All right, forget it. We hit the big pop culture news that's new. Let's go on to...
Is it new? Yes, the Avengers, that's pretty new.
And the Iron Fist trailer is pretty new. I mean, it's only like a week old, so come on. It's fair.
You're right, it is pretty new.
We do 2-week shows.
It came and went, I'm not really excited.
So, I'm excited. So, and I was there, so come on. All right, so let's go on to our review segment. Now, our review segment, going forward, me and Michael have more conversations about what we want to review. For today's review segment, we're going to split the review segment, and we'll talk back and forth. We'll give ourselves 15 minutes, so 7 minutes each. I'll start with Mike. Is there anything you want to review? Anything you've seen recently or anything new?
What's the last thing I saw real quick?
Because I know what I talked about, and I've already changed that since we've been talking.
All right, good, because that was boring.
What are you talking about? Trolls is an amazing movie.
No, it wasn't.
Trolls is great.
Anytime they do a movie where they just use other
I
songs,
got this feeling
that
deep in my soul. It's like electric, baby, when I turn it on.
Exactly. It's terrible.
All through my
Please
city,
stop singing.
all through my home.
You see, you're stretching it. It was funny. Now people are like, okay, can you stop singing
I got that sunshine in my pocket.
So yeah, that was Repug, that movie. Anyway, but I'm not going to go into that movie anyway. The last thing I saw, what will you go? Because I don't have it.
You don't have it? All right,
I've seen so many.
I've recently seen 10 Cloverfield Lane on HBO,
and
I've recently seen Rogue One, which everybody's already talked about. Just real quick on Rogue One, just because if you're a pop culture show and you haven't made a statement on Star Wars, it's about time to make a statement on Star Wars. I dislike the movie immensely. It was not. It was a Star Wars movie, yeah, but it didn't add anything to the franchise. The effects works were nice. It was nice to see Vader in action, but that was like the last 5 minutes, which is probably the only part of the movie I'd ever rewatch. I didn't even remember any of the characters' names. Maybe two, Jin and K2SO. I cared mostly about the droid more than any other character. It felt like it was just, all right, here we are, here we are, here we are. This is where we got to be. This is the problem when you have an ending that everybody already knows is going to happen. It just fell flat. They really should have made it a character base because we already knew the plot. We already knew the outcome of the plot. They didn't spend enough time on any of the characters, and it just felt bland and confusing for no reason. There was no. They could have made this.
I didn't get confused.
I didn't like it. I sat there to my wife and I said there was no need for this movie. This would have been better off as a novel for the fans.
$1 billion. That's what
this would have been. This would have been better off as it was just complete fan service instead of a movie. And people are going, oh yeah, well duh, it's for the fans. But no, it's a movie, and it's the first one that they're doing that's outside the saga. So I feel like it should have been a home run for everybody for these type of movies to continue.
It was actually a home run. It actually made really money. It got critically acclaimed positively. You didn't like it.
No.
I mean, not everyone's going to like every movie.
The only thing that matters is my opinion, as we know. So, and I didn't like it. So it was a failure.
But they got your money.
Complete not a failure, Disney.
Got your money.
Nope, they didn't. I used a Fandango gift card. They got somebody else's money.
All right, that's cool.
Anyway.
Well, I saw the movie too.
Yes.
And I actually enjoyed it because I didn't feel like a Star Wars movie to me. That's why I watch all the Star Wars movies. I like the Star Wars movie. I'm not a diehard Star Wars fan. I watch them just because they happen to be a bunch of movies that have stories that involve them. I like some of the characters. So when I watched it, I'm not going to lie, I fell asleep.
Who's the main character? The main guy character. What's his name?
The main guy.
The guy character.
I just said before we started, I don't remember usually anyone's characters' names.
Yeah.
I forgot who Pepper Potts was until you said it before. I go, oh, fucking what's her face? I don't keep that stuff. I'm not a good name guy. I'm not a good date guy. I'm not. But that means nothing. And especially if they're actors I know, I go, oh, it was him.
Yeah.
like
Forrest.
Oh shit, Ghost Dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. There's too many names in Star Wars to remember all their fucking weird names. You know, I know Han Solo. There it is. And Luke Skywalker.
When A New Hope came out, it was Obi-Wan Kenobi, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and C-3PO and R2-D2. I guarantee you, when people saw that movie for the first time, they came out of the theater knowing who those characters were and caring about each of those characters. When I went to see Rogue One, I didn't know any of those characters' names, and I didn't give a shit that they all died.
Well, again, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
It's a
badly constructed movie for the characters.
I disagree.
And I did go to see a non-Star Wars movie, and my problem was that it got scared of itself and went too Star Wars-y with that big space battle at the end. You have a whole movie about a group of rogue spies for the rebellion, and then all of a sudden it ends up being a huge big battle in space instead of being a small, like Ocean's 11 type movie, which is what I was.
But you want that, but you can't, because at the end of the day, they know what they're going there for. It was never going to be that. Once they found out they were getting the plans for their big fucking weapon, it could never be small again. Like, of course they're going to, well, we have to stop that. You know, so I feel like you're being too critiquing, first off, with Star Wars. It's Star Wars, let's just be real about it. In any way, shape, or form. I thought it was, I liked it, I thought it was cool. When it got in, it was definitely like a war movie. It was more a little dirty through the whole thing. I enjoyed that. I knew they were all going to die only because they're not in anything else.
Yeah.
But I thought they all died pretty cool. I liked it. You know, the wipeout at the end was, I've seen it before, like the impact and all that shit. But it was pretty cool. I did feel bad when Tudyk, the guy that plays the voice for whatever.
Don't worry, that's recording.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Shitty fucking
That's right.
Half the show's going to sound like shit. Anyway,
I can't believe I did that. That's right. If you guys are listening and the recording jumps now at the 30-minute mark to a nice audio, it's because I forgot to hit the recorder button. Like I said, we haven't done this in 6 months, but now I hit the recorder button. So hey, welcome to new audio.
Well, Mike sometimes doesn't have sex for 6 months. You don't forget how to do it, right?
You don't know that.
I didn't say no. Silence. Gotcha, bitch.
They do write sex books for a reason. I thought that was why. If you go to the library, you can find how-tos.
Why would the library? I just use my phone.
People forget. Well, now, I mean, I'm old. I still like books. I still like the paper and feel. I still write things.
For the people at home. It's my Little Mermaid.
I still write things on
case.
paper.
See that?
That is really nice, actually. Ariel's holding the apple.
My niece gave it to me.
You know, she probably doesn't even call that an apple because she makes up names for earthly things.
Yes.
What do you think Ariel calls that?
Pussy.
Very nice.
Okay, so that was your review.
Of Rogue One. All right, go. You go.
I was involved with your review, so I fucking still... Okay, whatever. I watched a whole bunch of movies, so many in the last couple months, like on TV.
Yeah.
Whatever, which way I watched it, on TV, Fire Stick. Some movies shouldn't even be made, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Fuck, Mike. How do you watch some movies and can't even... Clearly nothing's stuck.
It is 6 months of movies that you could have watched. It could be something you've seen years ago. Just review something.
All right. Hold on. Give me a second.
Ghoulies. Fucking anything. The Garbage Pail Kids. I don't care.
I'm not going to review those right now, but that's a good thing. 80s movies. We can do that next time.
We can do top 3 80s movies next time, yeah.
Yes. What did I fucking watch? I got nothing.
He watched his beard grow in the mirror.
So I watched everything in the mirror. Oh, fuck, Mike. I fucking fucked up. I got nothing. I'm drawing a blank.
What about the Royal Rumble? Review the Royal Rumble. That's a pop culture thing that just happened.
Yeah.
You don't have to just review a movie. You can review
I'm going to review the Royal Rumble. It sucked dick. Let's move on. Anyway.
No, here's the thing. Because I popped at the end. I like Randy Orton winning the Rumble.
Sucked dick. Terrible.
But why?
Just boring.
Is it the best? Is it better than the previous
I'll tell you what. Because this was the first Rumble in a long time.
Yeah.
That you didn't know who was going to win.
No.
There was no build-up. This is the first time where there's 8 surprise spots. They only had 22 guys. And not only did they, I mean, of course, Stone Cold's not going to show up. You all thought these crazy things. So you might not have believed up to the hype, but there wasn't one fucking surprise. You'll never see who's coming. You know why we didn't see who was coming that was going to win the Rumble? Because we didn't care.
Yeah.
The only reason why people popped for Randy was because, oh my God, they thought Roman Reigns was going to win again. That was the only reason. So the only reason we popped for you is because we were like, oh God, not him again. To me, it was a fail.
Yeah.
It was an epic fail. I had all these ideas. I just, as sitting down as someone that's written scripts with Michael and written ideas, I understand there's always a build long term. There is.
Yeah.
100%. But there are so many things like the Rumble and the WrestleMania pay-per-view and the main event. It's you try to have the biggest and best. Anybody Orton's going to wrestle at the main event will be undershadowed by something that already happened.
Oh,
you will not care who Randy Orton fights.
He's going to wrestle Cena. There'll be Cena
probably
or
not.
Orton again.
No, probably
no?
not. No, probably not. He probably not even. He might even be at WrestleMania, John Cena.
Oh, really?
He's filming that new movie.
But he's got the belt.
He beat and there's 2 pay-per-views beforehand, so.
Is there 2? There's an Elimination Chamber and what else?
Fastlane.
Fastlane?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he can only lose it in the Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber has AJ Styles. It has fucking Bray Wyatt, which I'm thinking they're going Bray Wyatt. But here's the stick. Right? Would have been cool if Orton would have won the belt at... See, this is what I thought. See, this is me, good writing. Like, he's supposed to be... Orton and fucking Wyatt are supposed to be, like, the Wyatt family, which he never fitted, and he still doesn't fit. It's weird. But anyway. And he won. I feel like he should say... Okay, he should have won the belt at Elimination Chamber, still having the title shot at Mania. So he should say, well, you don't have the title shot. I mean, you already have the title, so why just say, give me the title shot? You know, he's supposed to be like, give me the shot.
Yeah.
But for me, again, it's the reverse. It should have been Wyatt maybe at WrestleMania fighting and winning. Big, huge pop. People will be excited about it. Now, if he's the champ and Orton's fighting him, I don't care. I actually don't care about this build-up storyline either.
Yeah.
We all know Orton's going to turn and fight him. I just don't care, man. I don't care about any of it. It really, the care level has dropped.
Yeah.
I watch AJ Styles because he's fucking phenomenal. No pun intended. He is amazing. Samoa Joe's on there. I watched that. I watched
I was surprised Samoa Joe didn't make an appearance at the Rumble.
Yeah, but they bring him out the next night because
it's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. It's lame. You're lame. You're fucking lame. So
that would have been a huge pop if he was 30.
That's what we all do. Joe. We were all no Roman Reigns.
I was even thinking Kurt Angle because the whole WWE whole
thing.
Yeah,
but Kurt said he wasn't ready.
Yeah,
yet.
and he's hurt. He's whatever.
He said I'm not. I mean, he said, I'm not quite there yet. I'm not. And Finn Balor wasn't cleared.
Yeah.
So I understand all
those
things. Oh, I love Finn Balor.
The demon.
But it's like I don't care. You could have. I don't care who you paid. 8 spots. Remember, like the couple of years when Bubba Ray came back and when Kevin Nash. No surprises. Like, this is supposed to be. Don't remember the Rumble. I forgot the Rumble. Thank God I forgot the Rumble. Yeah. It sucked. It sucked so bad that they actually have so many videos of people reacting to how sucky number 30 was.
Yeah.
It was like that year when we thought Daniel Bryan was going to come out and Rey Mysterio came out.
It hurts to see Rey get booed, but
he only got booed because of what they did to him.
It was booing the WWE. It wasn't booing Rey.
It's like, no,
everybody knows.
We're not with it. We're not with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reviewed the Royal Rumble.
No, but that's good. You reviewed something. You don't have to review.
I want to review America.
I like negative reviews. We can review America. I want to review.
I want to review America.
We got 4 minutes left. You can either review America. Or we can review something else. I'm going to review 10 Cloverfield Lane right quick because it was.
I can review America in 10 seconds.
I'll review America in 10 seconds.
If you don't like where you live, fucking move. That's it. Go.
There you go. 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is an older movie. I forgot about this movie. And I didn't see it in the theater.
I did.
I got to see it. I got to see it recently on the cable, and I thought it was really well done.
Total character movie.
I thought it was great.
Done fantastic.
I forgot. I forgot the whole idea of it. Being. But I thought I liked the fact that it was a bad guy movie within a world destroyed movie. It's what Cloverfield does well, and I hope they make another type of Cloverfield movie. Where they can explore this type of little story within a bigger story type thing that seems to be their niche,
I really enjoyed the movie. It was very unsettling.
Yeah, and sometimes you forget how good of an actor John Goodman is.
Oh, he kicks ass.
And when he's taken outside his zone and he can play somebody who's dangerous and
like Fred Flintstone.
Dude, he's amazing.
He's great as Fred
Flintstone.
I mean,
John is a huge guy. And you sometimes forget, sometimes size is scary in and of itself. We have some pretty big friends, so I forget how it's, if these guys want to really get angry or something, they can be scary guys. But it's like, even our friend Hector, who's a monster on the screen as a teddy bear in real life, they really used his size to his advantage in that movie to really make him a threat.
It was a fucked up movie.
It's great. It's a fucked up movie. It's great. I highly recommend, if you missed 10 Cloverfield Lane when it came out, I highly recommend watching it.
It's a slow burn.
Yes.
You got to tell people that, because they're like, remember, they're in a bunker for most of the movie. 3 people in a bunker. So it is a slow burn, and you think because it's Cloverfield that you're going to assume there's some kind of creatures going on, which you do get at the very end, but they almost get you like, but is there any monsters in this?
Is it? Yeah.
I mean, I still don't get
there's a
how
big
this
monster.
works.
There's a big monster in it.
Yeah. I didn't like it. Actually, it really just reminded me of the fucking creatures from the Avengers.
Oh, the other creatures.
The whatever they're called.
The Chitauri.
Yeah, the big.
Yeah.
I didn't really like them. I liked the little running thing. That was cool. Again, it's still, they don't explain, I guess he never will, why it's clearly Cloverfield, the creature isn't from this planet, pretty much is what they said.
Yeah.
I still, this day, with the argument, that thing that fell in the end of the fucking Cloverfield when they were on the fucking merry-go-round. Merry-go-round? Is that what? No.
Yeah.
Wonder wheel, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Ferris wheel, not the merry-go-round. That's the horses.
Yeah.
I fucked that up.
That's carousel.
Yeah, merry-go-round.
Carousel.
It's the merry-go-round.
Carousel.
Same thing. Anyway, so at the end, something drops. Somebody goes, it's a satellite that fell from the sky into the ocean and woken up. Well, first it would have shattered into pieces if it was a satellite. Wouldn't have woken up anything. Bless you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have woken up anything in the depths. They dropped that creature down here to start the assault. Okay? So that's...
Take out the cities.
Take it out, so we can come in. Which, if you have those things, maybe, again, it's supposed to be a baby. It's not supposed to be full grown. It's supposed to be scared. That's why it's running around smashing things. And
really?
That was the thing. It's not full grown.
Yeah, but they never said. I mean, that's theory.
No, that's
movie
no,
never
no,
really said
JJ said it.
Oh,
it's
all right.
not. That's he goes. The reason why it's tumbling and it's even there is because it's scared because it's not a fully grown, and it was an egg. That's what they dropped into the ocean, and it hatched, and that's what happened. Still, fucking one of the greatest fucking large monster movies. It's the best found footage.
Yeah, found film.
Best one I've seen so far, and to this day, it's the mintest way to do a giant monster movie.
Oh, Cloverfield is great. Cloverfield was great. I remember the build-up to that too. It was just a really good, amazing idea, even from the advertising angle.
And it was scary. It was slightly scary, which I pulled off. You know.
All right, so
wait, one more big news: the fucking person, the director, and I can't forget his name, that did Trick or Treat and the Krampus. He's directing the next Godzilla movie.
Oh, awesome!
They got rid of what's his name because I think he sucks.
Well, it's not guaranteed that you're always going to direct the sequel. I feel like these movies, you should give other people a chance. It's like, I'm glad JJ's not doing Episode 8, because it's like, I seen JJ's Star Wars movie, now I'm interested to see Ryan Johnson's Star Wars movie. And I do like the fact that it takes place, it's something different, that it's going to take place directly after the last movie, which hasn't happened in the saga before. Usually there's a time jump. But I dislike... and we're just going back on our format a little bit. This is more pop culture news. But I dislike the title, The Last Jedi. I was expecting, even though Luke is the Last Jedi, and I have a book that refers to him in the encyclopedia as called The Last Jedi. There's an official encyclopedia of Star Wars that refers to him as Last Jedi.
We had this debate in my barber.
Yeah.
Like Craig, and I'm debating what Last Jedi means. I go, it doesn't mean one person.
No, the Jedi's plural.
When they say we are Jedi, we don't say we are Jedis. Yeah.
But
so the Last Jedi does not mean singular Jedi.
No, but at the same time, I didn't like the title for one particular reason. It's a fine title. It would have been great as...
Why do they have to title them?
It would have been great as like an Episode 9 title. In the first trilogy, the second movie is The Empire Strikes Back. In the prequel trilogy, the second movie is Attack of the Clones. I was expecting something, and this is my own expectations. I was expecting something like March of the First Order, or something that fits like the other parts of those other, you know what I mean? So when you look at all the trilogies together, there's almost like a rhythm to it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like A New Hope, The Phantom Menace, The Force Awakens. There's a rhythm. Empire Strikes Back, Attack of the Clones, March of the First Order. There would have been like a rhythm.
You know what it is though? The first movie, The Force Awakens, I guess because they did something so dramatically bad in it, like killing Han Solo.
Well, you knew something like Obi-Wan died in the,
No, I get it.
Qui-Gon died. But
remember, Obi-Wan dying isn't a big of a hit because they didn't make 1, 2, and 3 first.
I know.
So it was just Obi-Wan dying. That character died in that movie. This is Han fucking Solo. Yeah. It's not just Han Solo in his first movie, old Han Solo guy. So they killed Han Solo.
Yes.
And that is, to me... I don't care what they do after this. They can kill anybody. I don't care if they kill Luke Skywalker. You killed Han Solo.
Oh, no, kidding me?
He's old as fuck.
Well, here's the thing.
Han Solo was the best part of that movie.
Well, here's the thing that we know. We know, unfortunately, Carrie Fisher passed, so we know that...
They have to kill her off.
Leia has to disappear somehow from the saga. That way, I think Mark Hamill is now in a bubble of safety, at least until the last movie, because... You can't kill them both.
First off, nobody can kill Luke Skywalker.
He is
at this level. He's so strong. He could wipe the Death Star. He could have went like this and just probably blown it out of the sky.
Here's the thing: how strong Luke is. He can actually see ghosts. Yoda couldn't even see ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean, people forget. Like Anakin was supposed to be the most powerful Jedi, but people forget that Luke isn't really untrained. I mean, he was trained by Yoda, but he didn't have all the training that these other Jedi have. He's almost a self-taught Jedi who left his training from Yoda, and he still has Force powers that other Jedi have never, even in all these other movies, have never been shown to have, such as seeing the deceased. That's an amazing power in and of itself. You know what I mean? And he's the only one to ever turn a Sith back from the dark side. But We've ran over a little bit by jumping around. So let's go to our next segment, which is our weekly top 3. And our weekly top 3 for this week is the best Marvel non-cinematic universe movie or television movie that has been made.
All right, so shot for shot.
Shot for shot.
You go first.
I'll go first. Blade. Hands down, Blade.
Blade 1.
Blade 1.
Not Blade 3.
Blade 1 was so good that people didn't even realize it was a Marvel movie. It was a pop culture phenomenon in the 90s. It launched Wesley Snipes, who was already a big actor, into a next level. It was, to this day, is still watchable. Still
watchable.
Still great. Still great.
It's a good movie still.
Still a great movie. I could put that movie on at any moment and get right back into it. And a lot of people say Blade 2 is better. I disagree.
No, it's not.
I think Blade 2 is a little cartoony.
Who says Blade 2 is better?
A lot of critical people, when you read up online and stuff.
Blade 2 could have been better until those couple of scenes where they CGI'd him.
Yeah.
and that's what killed Blade 2.
There was a part of the 90s where Rubberman CG was like the thing, like Daredevil, and it's horrible. But Blade 1 is a really, really good movie. So that's one of my top 3.
That's a review we do. Things that in a movie that kill the movie from being
that
good.
could be a top 3 going
That's
forward.
a good top 3. Write these notes down.
Yeah.
Not right now because it's very loud when you do it on the table.
I'll be right.
Yeah, but that's really cool. He brought it up before. It's actually one of my favorite of all time as a TV movie is one of the Hulk TV show movies. The one, I don't remember the name of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But Thor was in it. A version of Thor. Well, no, it's Thor.
It's Thor. It's Thor. It's
a weaker Thor.
It's the TV version of Thor.
Yeah. I thought, and the guy that made that movie, that played Thor in the movie was fantastic. He's actually on Disney.
Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
He is fantastic, let me tell you.
He's still a big dude, man. He gained some weight, but then he lost the weight during the. You can see he lost the weight during the show, and he's still. I put him in something again.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big dude. And he was just fantastic. He really did this very Viking, very drunk, very manly. Like some of his best phrases, like a guy knocks on the door. The guy's always looking for Bruce Banner. I always forget the guy's name. And he's like, yeah, I'm looking for a man. He goes, well, you have found one. And he goes, I do not like your face. And he shuts the door, and that's it. Drinks a whole big friggin' barrel of beer.
It was the reporter that's always looking for a face.
Yes, him.
David Bruce Banner.
Yes.
But those TV shows, those TV movies, I remember watching them as a kid. It was awesome. It was the first time we got to see Daredevil on screen. Terrible. But the costume was great. The Daredevil costume, and it's almost like they borrowed it for season 1 of Daredevil on Netflix. The all-black costume.
How bad was that Kingpin?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's bad.
It was almost Michael Clark Duncan.
I actually walked away from the table to fart, because if I farted, it would be very loud and stanky, and I didn't want to fuck up our groove. That's why I disappeared. Okay.
But Michael Clark
Trying to be a gentleman.
Michael Clark Duncan, which one was worse? Michael Clark Duncan Kingpin or TV show Kingpin?
TV show Kingpin.
TV show Kingpin.
100%.
Yeah.
If Kingpin wasn't such a known character, if even Tusby didn't care that they changed it, he built a very good Kingpin.
Yeah.
He actually wasn't bad. It's just that, I just felt like race changing that character wasn't necessary. Well, that movie sucked.
This movie sucked. But I don't think they race changed it for, because now when they race change things, it's very political. I just think they looked at...
He was a big star at the time.
Big star, imposing guy. Fit the build. I think he was cast for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Where today I feel like a lot of it is cast for the wrong reasons. It's more of like, oh look, we have to diversify. I feel they looked at an actor that fit the role when they cast Michael Clark Duncan and cast him. And same thing with Sam Jackson. They fit the mold of the character. Yeah. You saw that character, no matter what color their skin was, it was the content of who they were, not what they were on the outside. So I have no problem with Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin for those reasons. I have a lot of problems. Now we've had these conversations.
Yeah, we can have this right now. This is not this thing.
But this is not this. This is not.
I'm just gonna. We're gonna reign each other. That's what we do. I reign. Basically, I reign him.
Okay, my second pick for best.
We got to 2 already.
Yeah, my second pick for best Marvel movie outside the cinematic universe, is The Wolverine. Now I know you don't like The Wolverine.
The Wolverine
so much.
Is boring, and the ending was garbage.
I have problems with the ending, but I really feel like it was the first time I saw Logan on screen. It was the first time I saw a good version of James Howlett Logan. I really enjoyed the movie from the beginning till about 10 minutes till the end. I didn't like the big samurai showdown thing and the Viper showdown thing. I feel like they could have, it feels like before Deadpool, they always felt like they had to make these big endings for these comic book movies, which is why I'm so excited for Logan. Because it's rated R, and I feel like they've really understood that if you make a personal story that's true to the characters, you don't need a big bombastic comic booky thing to happen. That the comic book movies have now grown to be what they are in the books. You can have different types of stories. Not everything is saving the world or big showdown. It's really, comic books have lasted for as long as they have, for 70-something years, because of the characters. The plots come and go. It's the characters that matter, and I feel like the Wolverine was the first step in getting that for Wolverine. And I really enjoy the movie. It is slow moving, yes, but that's part of what I enjoy about it. It's different than these.
I feel like they again. This is one of those movies that could be on my top 3 where you almost had it, and it's not just the ending for me.
Yeah,
and you failed too many times during the movie. You have this huge attack with ninjas. There wasn't enough Wolverine on ninja fight, and that's funny because where they were. You had this I almost felt like they did it just to have a big shot of all them shooting arrows into Wolverine.
As he's walking down
to hold him.
Yeah.
Now, how I really thought it was like, oh, it's on. I was like, oh my god, because this is not Wolverine fighting some giant robot samurai, which was retarded.
Yeah.
But I go, this is going to be a lot of fucking ninjas. You know, they probably couldn't do it because there might have been too much blood involved.
Yeah.
So that might have hurt the PG-13. But it got, 30 of them shooting him with arrows and holding him. I just, honestly, I was like, it really, the ending of that movie was not good. I don't know anybody that likes the ending.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
It's not, but if your ending for 10 to 15 minutes at the end of the movie is not good, your movie fails. And it did kind of fail. It did. Not as bad as X-Men Origin Wolverine. It's not.
No.
But actually, it's easier to watch.
I don't know about that.
Well, I've challenged that.
Well, you can shut your brain off on X-Men Origin. You know what, the Wolverine...
There are things you can pull out of that, that are good.
Here's the reason why the ending fails so much. Because as you're watching the movie, it wants you to engage in the movie with your brain. It's not a shut your brain off movie so much because of the pace. So it's a pay attention to me movie. So if you have a pay attention to me movie...
You're getting old?
Your ending should be...
Oh, you're getting old? That's a pay attention movie? I didn't have to pay attention to movie.
I mean, with X-Men Origins, it's more like a popcorn movie.
He wanted his healing factor.
No, whatever. Pick your number two. Pick your number two. Oh, shut your face.
And then my adamantium can come through your adamantium. Oh, get the fuck out of
here.
Anyway, garbage.
All right, whatever. What's your number two? It's okay to be wrong.
My number two. No, the percentage is on my side. Okay, so I'm just going to go with this. Power of the people.
I may not always be right, but you may never be wrong.
I'm always right.
All right, okay.
For the most part, 80% of the time I'm always right. So my another one is not a TV movie. That was a lie. Another movie. To me, is so far the best movie version of this character.
Okay.
And that is the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
You bastard! You stole my number one.
Yeah.
You stole my number one.
What's my number two?
Yeah, but it's my number one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You brought it up, so go ahead, talk about it. You son of a bitch. Now I got to rejigger in my head. I've said that word twice. I've said that word years.
Jigger. Right. This word people use that for, and that's not what it was for. It's like, so.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
All right, go ahead.
They got it.
I'm moving.
Somebody's gonna yell at me for being racist.
No.
Racist motherfucker. So it was the grit. It was the. It's exactly embodied with the Punisher up till the Punisher I saw in the Daredevil. But he hasn't had a movie,
And he's connected to so that's not part of this group.
Yeah.
That's cinematic universe.
A cinematic universe.
Yeah.
TV cinematic. Street level. Street level characters. Anyway. So it was Dolph Lundgren was born. Now, of course, the movie had lots of problems. I didn't see him butt naked sitting in the sewer. Why they keep showing his ass crack? No idea.
It was a big time for butt crack. Mel Gibson. It was a big time for male butt crack.
They were men, the big muscular men.
It was like the thing. It was like the thing.
Yeah, no, I got that, but he was dirty. He was gross.
Yeah. Do you remember Red Dawn? Schwarzenegger in the shower, and he takes off.
Yeah,
everybody was doing it.
Everybody was doing the back shot. Well, because women had boobs and men can't show their dick, so they show their ass crack. Anyway, so it was just he was the perfect. He was big and bonding. He was really good. But with the kid, that line when he goes, "If you're going to grow up like your father, just know I'll be coming for you."
Yeah.
You have the opportunity. He made him say, "Take your revenge now." Don't. Oh man, that really does stick even to this day. It's actually almost forgot about it. And he puts the gun to his head. If you want to do it, do it. Because he don't care about dying.
Yeah.
He said, "I'd rather you kill me and not turn into your piece of shit father. But if you decide to become your piece of shit father, know that I'll be there. To stop you, even, I guess, at 60 years old." Yeah. So, whatever. Not the point. Fucking gnat. I'm going to kill the goddamn thing. There's a gnat flying around. I'm going to fucking murder it. So, besides him, just a couple little stupid things, but it was the 80s, so whatever. Not really trying to keep the skull thing more of minute. Like, they didn't give him a skull on his chest, but it wasn't, he had a skull on his belt. Whatever. I think it was, at the time, the perfect comic book Marvel adaptation into a movie at the time.
I agree, and I also, it's for a personal reason.
Way better than the Wolverine.
They weren't making comic book movies back then. You had Superman, and you had the Mike, but there was no Marvel movies. It was the only, as a kid, it was like, wow, and it was a little dangerous because it was like violent. So it was like, oh, you got to watch it. It felt like a little secret guilty pleasure thing, and I love it. I love the cheesiness of it. I like the tough guyness of it. It was everything you said. It's not a perfect movie by any means. It's an 80s action movie, but it doesn't get enough credit for how much fun it is and for getting the character right.
You know what it is? I feel it's like anything with Dolph Lundgren, they try to make a joke. Because you understand Dolph Lundgren was not only the Punisher, he was fucking He-Man. And let me tell you
He-Man's a great movie.
He-Man, I don't think you can make He-Man probably better than that movie unless you decide to make it like Lord of the Rings style.
Yeah.
And make it not...
Like total fantasy.
To bring that here,
Yeah.
I think the script was actually perfect.
It was Thor. They reused it for Thor, so
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Done. Anyway.
All right. You're number one, because that was my number one, and we're running short on time.
That was your number one?
Yeah, I told you, Duff. That was going to be my number one. So my top three were Blade, the Wolverine, and Punisher. Your top so far are...
I told you have to switch now.
Hulk vs. Thor. No, we don't have enough time for me to switch. We have Hulk vs. Thor. You're right. We were never going to get to top five. Hulk vs. Thor and the Punisher, Dolph Lundgren style. So what's your number one?
My number one... I didn't have a number one, right?
Well, we can end it here.
No,
Mike can have a top two.
First off, I always say if you go over a minute, it doesn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
My number one... Sometimes it just comes to you. So my number one non-Marvel cinematic... My number one. Wow, that is really hard.
Roger Corman's Fantastic Four?
No. What the fuck? No. Wow.
Any of the X-Men stuff? Deadpool?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them. Well, Deadpool's one of my favorite movies. I don't want to put that in there. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I don't count... We're trying to... Yeah, I guess we'll just do Deadpool.
All right. And we had a whole show about Deadpool, so enough said.
Yeah.
So just to close it out, we're gonna get together. We're gonna do these more. We're gonna do these more on the reg. We're gonna try to get 2 a month.
Well, he's on the reg.
Yeah. But thanks for joining us for season 2,
episode
1,
0,
episode 1,
0,
season 2,
episode 0.
We're still working on the What's a Podcast movie. Just a quick shout out to Scott and Gene. They've handed some of the editing reins over to me. It's slow going
because movie's never getting made. No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up. It's slow going because of my schedule, but there was a lot of footage I wasn't there for. So Scott, if you're listening to this, I've been listening to all the interviews.
Keep your private life to yourself.
It's not private.
Time.
This is the whole reason why we have a podcast.
You don't have to talk to them personally through the thing.
Shut your face. Your face?
Iron Fist.
Mike's about to get fisted.
By the way, from the trailer, Iron Fist, lazy. Glowing hand, lazy.
If you guys have any ideas for our top 3 or anything you want us to review, now that we have a format,
send it to him.
Please send it on the Facebook page, which is Facebook /2mics1mic. We also have a Twitter account, which is @2mics1mic. You can go to our website, which is 2mics1mic.com. It's 2MIKES 1MIC for all of that. So please reach out. Please let's get this community going again. I really love the fact that we've actually had people ask us when we were going to do our show.
Yeah, I had a few times. Yeah,
we've had a few times people. So I know there's people out there that are listening.
Bored out of their fucking mind.
And if you're new to the show, thank you. We have 13 episode backlog. You can see how much we've grown in size due to us eating uncontrollably, and you can also see how the show has evolved from just 2 guys hanging out who were friends and happen to work in the film business to now where we're hoping to get a little more
I don't even work in the film business anymore, to be honest with you.
Mike may be a little retired. I tried to get him, but I did try to get you on Defenders. You sent your reel to the guys.
I guess you got to blow people.
And you haven't heard from Hutch, right?
I haven't heard from anyone. Yeah, no, it's all right.
I'm still gonna push.
I'm better than most of them. Except for the ninja guys, I can't do that. And the parkour guys, I can't do that.
But to
be
honest,
I can't drive motorcycles.
But to be honest, the Defenders guys, they're really specialized. I mean, it's not really just.
I could have been Luke Cage. Some guys just got knocked through walls.
But that's what I'm saying. Luke Cage season 2's coming up. Jessica season 2. I know the stunt teams aren't probably going to be as.
Are they bringing back the Purple Man in Jessica 2?
No.
Well,
he's
then
dead.
I don't want to watch it.
Dude, he's dead.
That's the only reason why I watched it. David Tennant, the Doctor.
No, he's dead. God, he's dead. Kaput.
Iron Fist.
But we'll let you know what's going on. Thank you again. Anything you want to say to these people?
Iron Fist, your Iron Fist is lazy.
We've had 6 months.
Do you know these people?
I do know these people.
Can you actually talk to them?
I do. I talk to them.
Every show I've watched, I'm not even talking about the shows that I've watched. There were just some things they could have done to tweak to make those shows even better.
I talk to them on the radio.
Why don't they listen to you? Because you're a prop guy?
No, they sometimes do. For Luke Cage, I told them when we were shooting Jessica Jones, I told them, you got to get some yellow on them. And little do you know, I talked about maybe headphones or something, and then they put, I'm sure this wasn't just because of me.
No.
But my boss was like, oh yeah, the headphones is a good idea. And then they started incorporating more yellow, I saw. And then, on when it was his show, it was, Choey, the guy who runs the show is a big comic book fan. I'm sure he pushed for it too. But I'm sure that what I say, let me put it this way. When I first started the show, I was just Michael. They didn't know me. Now everybody knows me as Comic Book Mike. I'm the only person on the crew that has a nickname, and I'm not there all the time. I'm mostly prep crew.
Yeah.
But even I've done more shoot crew work because they do more tandems. But they know me as Comic Book Mike. So
Comic Book Mike, how you doing?
They know that I am the comic book fan. So I'm hoping that I'm
hopefully keep them honest. I'm part of the art department, so on that side of things, I'm always filtering my suggestions through them. Maybe it takes, maybe it doesn't. I'm hoping I have an impact.
You really should, because sometimes these guys just suck. Real quick, before we really go.
Yeah, we're ready.
Remember that GoFundMe thing I said before?
Yeah.
That wasn't a joke. But it's not ready to tell you why we're going to put up a GoFundMe. Mine doesn't even know why we're going to put up a GoFundMe. We're going to.
Maybe it's for my hair transplants?
We're not ready. No, you're beat.
No, but it's going to make the show better if I
You're
look better.
done.
If I look better, it makes the show better.
It doesn't. Nobody really. Most people listen to us. Not even people YouTube us as much. So it doesn't.
No, nobody really.
Fuck,
13
we're
views.
boring. We
Or
don't have any
something like
cool effects. We have nothing.
we have
There's so many better
hundreds
YouTube
of
shows
listens
than-
compared to tens of views.
Well, because it's just not. It's just not.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's not
boring.
that I'm not cutting things in.
It's not- it's
maybe
boring.
maybe season 3. If I really get the setup, I'll start doing. Or maybe as season 2 progresses, I'll start cutting in like things for the viewers. You know.
Yeah.
This one I just want to get out there. You know.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm with it.
All right. Sayonara, suckers!
No, he forced it. It was no good. No good.
And you know what? It's season 2. Maybe we should have something new.
I do have something new. Iron Fist. Sayonara, suckers!
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good song in my feet, feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You gon' like the way we rock it, so don't stop under the